Some of us have one refrigerator in the house. That's where we are right now, unfortunately. Some of us have a refrigerator in the house and one in the garage. Some of us have a refrigerator in the house and a small, tiny fridge for extra beverages, like maybe you had a college student bring a dorm fridge home. Some of us have a fridge in the house and then deep freeze, a regular full-size freezer in the garage. Some of us have chest freezer. Some of us have an upright freezer. Some of us have a fridge in the house, a fridge in the garage, and a freezer in the garage. That would be really nice. Probably shoot your electric bill sky high. In any of those cases, you can probably, oh, this is heavy. You can probably fit one of these size, one of this size bottle. I think it's, let's see, maybe I can see how big this is if I have the right glasses. It looks like it is 1.5 liters. 1 quart, 1.2.72 fluid ounces, or 50.7 fluid ounces. You could probably fit one of these. This is spring water. I got this for 55 cents. It looks like a Dollar General. You can probably slide one of those in your freezer. You may possibly be able to slide 2 in your freezer. You may possibly be able to take a 2-liter pop bottle and fill that with water and put that in your freezer. You may even be able to slide a combination of those 2 in your freezer. Or if you have room in your deep freeze, your freezer in your garage or in your basement or wherever it is, in the extra bedroom, we used to have ours in the extra bedroom, you may be able to fit a gallon of water, and maybe a gallon of water and one of the 1.5 liters, or any combination thereof. Reason being, a full freezer takes less electricity to run than one that's half full. So you're going to be saving energy and electricity if you put a container in there to freeze. The second reason is the 2 that I showed you, the 1.5 liter and the gallon, were spring water, clean drinking water, commercially purchased at the store. Store-bought drinking water. It's actually spring water. So this could be used for drinking water in a power failure. The main reason, other than you're going to save electricity and it's going to provide drinking water for you, is that when you begin to take things out of your freezer in a power failure, if it's going to be more than a couple of days, and you want to take a few things out to use, then you slide one of these containers out quickly, open up your freezer quickly, take out the food you want to use. Please take time to read. I always say read. Please take time to watch the video about organizing your freezer for a power failure, because hopefully you will have, especially if you have a full-size freezer, you will have, what's the word I want to use? Can't think of the word. It'll come to me. Anyways, you want to have groups of food all put in one box or container that you can just pick up and slide out, that might have 1 package of hamburger, 1 package of chicken, 1 package of lunch meat, 1 package of juice, 1 container of juice, and possibly a loaf of bread or something, all in 1 box where you can just grab it and slide it out. But watch that video if you get a chance. And with it, pull out 1 container of ice. I can't find the words today. 1 block of ice. These are going to be solid, rock hard, frozen solid, and so this won't drip except for condensation, and you can have 2 or 3 different kind of coolers going. You can also use your kitchen sink as a cooler. If your cooler is already full, I'm thinking I'm going to make a separate video about that. So you can use your kitchen sink as a cooler and cover up the top of it with something to hold the cold in. So if you have several of these, or the other 2 I showed you, they're heavy, I'm not going to lift those again, but if you have several of those in your freezer, however many you can fit, you're really set for ice for several days in almost any weather conditions if you take care of it properly and insulate the ice so it doesn't melt right away. It should last you several days to keep your milk cold, to keep your eggs cold. You're not going to want to leave that stuff sitting in your fridge for very long. Once the power goes out, you're going to want to take the eggs and the milk and the butter and anything that's perishable out of there and get it into a cooler packed with blocks of ice, which you will have ready because you put it in your freezer ahead of time. So I don't know if I can go into any more detail than that, but I think I'm going to let that end right there and put the rest in another video because we're 5.5 minutes about. Thanks. Bye. Goodbye.